Coach, it seemed like in a game where you did so many things better than you normally had in the recent games, it just comes down to the late game execution for you.
That's it. Late game plays, quick foul here by one of our young guys, maybe a shot drive, maybe in the last closing moments, a rebound that we didn't get. So little minor things that we did, everything that we did, the focus of the game, going out on the floor with the right mindset, battling back the runs that a veteran team pretty much has. And so we did a lot of positive things. I mean, I can't fault the effort. It's just that we didn't get the outcome, the ultimate outcome of the win. But we did everything to put ourselves in that position on the road, in a tough place to win at, and had a chance to make a play, and just couldn't make a play to win the game.
And what's status with Chuck?
We'll see how our training is going to work with him. Whatever happened to his arm, I haven't had a chance to talk to them. Whatever happened there, we'll see what they say, and we'll move from there. The media, our department will make a release on what's happening with him right now. I don't know right now what's going on.
Coach, what do you think the Jazz were able to exploit so Gordon Hayward was able to get some offense?
Well, early, he's an high energy guy, and early in the game, Gordon he's very capable of doing it, putting it on the floor and driving to the basket. He's going to be a good player in the NBA because he has the ability to attack the rim, make some shots as well. So he's going to be a pretty good guy in the NBA. But I think overall, we made a little adjustment to him, didn't crowd him too much. It kind of took away some of his quick drives that he had early in the first half.
How do you feel your players reacted to sort of the attention Jimmer was getting? And
we have players that played in their home cities or college town areas, and a lot of activity for his media. And I thought our guys did a good job with it. I think they wanted him to succeed as well as everyone else. I thought he handled it pretty well. But it's a team effort. The team deal that we have, everyone suffers together with loss, and everyone is excited when we win. So we're not going to elevate one guy over the other. We want to keep this thing as a team as close as we possibly can.
Thoughts on that look that he had right at the end to take the lead?
Well, it's a combination. You got a lot of time on the block, and as I said to him in the locker room, sometimes you don't need the game winner. Sometimes you may need just two, especially guys as a shooter, people going to run at you real hard. So, but we got a first-year player in a situation trying to do the right thing. It's a whole different story had he made that shot, But it's something that you learn and you grow from here. And now you understand later on when you have more time on the clock to maybe make a play where you don't need a three. So he said, if you got the three, you got it, but if not, you're going to have a opportunity to drive. And it's a combination. If the guy makes a shot, we're seeing a different dance.
Took that play before that where Tyreek drives and he almost finds DeMarcus. Was that just by design?
I mean, it was a play that was made. Tyreek came out of timeout. We had a play to get it back in his hand, and he can create and get to the paint, which he did, and he made a nice little drop-off pass, and they got a hand on a deflection, and we had an opportunity, that deflection doesn't happen. Cousins probably lays the ball in. We did so many beautiful things, so many things that our team did that we grew from how we had been playing to come here and be ready to play against this basketball team. But they made some big plays, critical rebound situations, one that got away from us on our baseline. But if we can just keep growing like this, we're going to be okay. We got to grow this way. We tried something new today for the first time. We're trying to protect the paint more than we had been. And they made some threes early, but overall we did a good job. We also shortened our three-point shooting down. We're not making them. Let's drive the basketball and try to get the bonus. They followed the game plan to a T. It's just a couple plays that we didn't make, that would have probably given us a win had we made those plays.
What impact did Isaiah Thomas have coming off the bench?
Well, all we need is for guys when they come off the bench to be productive offensively and defensively. And the young man did a good job with his shooting, making plays, really got us back in the game a lot of times. So the impact, he's done it for us a lot this year. He's a positive plus-minus guy on the floor when he's out there, and I got to move toward a lot of guys who are plus-minus positive because those guys are going to have better outcomes than not.
I don't know if you realize it, but until Isaiah hit his three in the fourth, you guys didn't have any bench points. And the bench has been a strength the last few weeks.
And tonight, because our starters played well. Our starters played a really good game, so hopefully one day we'll get a balance to where the starters continue to play well, and then our bench plays well. And Chuck Hayes came in and really did a good job with how he saw the game, how it was unfolding, came onto the floor and made the proper plays, rebounds. And that's what a veteran leader does for your basketball team when he's able to play. When he's on the side and can't play, everything sounds well, but when he can play and talk at the same time, it's a pretty good thing.
Think about Tyreek just overall tonight.
That young man, I tell you, he's going to move around and he's moving in the right direction. I thought he did a good job managing the floor, taking what he had when he had opportunities. Kind of rushed a couple plays that he shouldn't have done. but I thought he did a good job of managing the game, managing the plays that we ran. I thought he did a good job, and he just got to keep growing like that. And if he keeps growing like that, he's going to be a good player for us. Cousin is growing as a center, so we're locking into some really nice positions. If these guys keep growing and we're going to keep feeding them information. We gave them a packet of information today with their shooting percentage, with what they need to do, and what the opponent does, and with the opponent's plays. And I thought they did a good job. Some of them probably went back and really paid attention, because you can see they did some detailed things that we didn't get a chance to discuss during the whole shoot-around. But you can see they paid attention to some of the things they had in their little packet today.
Tyreek's decision making with the ball and when to give it up, it seems like he's taken a lot of steps positively in that direction.
I've always loved this kid from a distance, and now I got a chance to be hands-on with him, to feed him what I think he needs to see as a point guard, as a combo guard. And I think he's growing. He's trying to do it because he wants to be good. And not just good as far as 20 points a night. He wants to be good as far as moving the ball to the right people and then making plays for himself. He's going to play minutes, so he doesn't have to go out and hunt shots early. And I thought he made some beautiful plays, drawing kick to Jimmer, drive to the basket, drop-off passes for a few guys. So I'm happy with the way that he and Cousin are developing and moving along, and then our bench is starting to play, and we're getting some positive impact from some other guys as well. So, it's the hardest thing in the world for me as a coach, our staff, and even then to our players, is to not get the win when you do everything right. That's the hardest thing to sell when you go back in the locker room and try to face them and tell them that, hey guys, you did everything, you followed the game plan, you did everything you possibly can, but you just didn't get the win. But I understand and know that these are the things that are going to help our team grow. And we got to go through the pain part first to get to the growth part, and then eventually get to the fruit.
Assess what this type of game coming home for Jimmer does as far as his maturation process.
I don't think it's just this game. I just think it's every game. I think one thing for him as a strong, mentally tough young man is to not allow his day to get away from him. Coming here, dealing with a lot of BD, a lot of family, friends, everyone probably in the building to do some things. They got a million and one things for him to do. But that's part of our league. That's what our league is doing. Our league is promoting young stars. And he's able to handle that in a very, very humble way. And that's a plus for him. It's a plus for all the other young rookies in our league. And it's a plus for our organization. But I think he managed his time today very, very well. He didn't look fatigued or tired, because he probably got back, got his right meal, got his right proper nap time, and then was able to come up here and get ready for his pregame. So I thought he did a good job from that standpoint.
In game, you think he's played better, it looks like. You think he's kind of turned that corner? He's
not out of the woods yet, because he's still got a difficult road to go, but there's a positive uptick to his game. So that's what we want to see from every guy. A positive uptick, and so we got a lot of guys that are moving in the right direction. And as I said, the hardest thing for me as a coach every day to come in and say, guys, you're doing the job, you're working hard, but we're not getting the ultimate prize. But there are teams that would do the same process, and eventually they got it turned around. But their players got better, the team got better, and eventually they started having consistent wins like this one, and then wins back at home.
Was that last play drawn up for Jimmer, or did it just work out that way?
No, it just worked out that way. It was a situation where Tyreek got into the paint, and if his man collapsed, you got to play right there for Jimmer, and we had a chance for a shot.
I mean, did you think? Is he at this point? You think maybe?